This is Stripe's second trip into the house this morning. He's like, come on, Mom. All the other cats will respect the bowl on top of the dry chow, but Stripe, he tries to put his foot in there, and we've had accidents. Yes, Marty, what? You drank chicken broth? I'm working on it. Maybe I need to put Mr. Assistant back out, so I can get her done. Oh, hi, Tux. Nighttime wants to see you. Morris is on the bench. Everybody's here. Panther, I saw them at the front door waiting patiently. Hey, Tux. Oh, you went back to your spot. That's a good boy. Here. Hi. There you go. Chicken, just for you. Just for you, bud. It's Sunday morning, so I get Dawn to come out with me, give you guys a little different perspective on the morning cat feeding, but still show the kitties. So we had maybe a drop of rain overnight, but not much. It's 66 and it feels nice out here this morning. Hi, Morris.
Yeah, I can't go too far because it scares the cats.
Yeah, it scares Morris in particular. Hey, bud. Hi. Good morning, buddy.
Marty's over here.
Good morning. Well, Marty's had some, his stomach is not as empty as Morris and Tuck, so. Good morning, Morris. Good boy. He does very much better if either Marty or Stripe is next to him for moral support, right?
Yep.
Right, bud. Oh, the raccoons have been in the water again. It's all muddy.
No.
I bet we got babies coming this time in the spring. It's time for the babies to start following Mom last night.
Yeah.
It was, on the front porch was this kind of unusual, a raccoon, a female, got caught between Morris on the steps and Panther at the top of the steps. I opened the door and Morris ran, and then the raccoon ran, and then I threw the food out into the front yard. So Panther wouldn't have to fend off the front porch. Most nights it works without incident, but not today, not last night. Feels nice out here. So we're gonna walk late today. Community day for Pokemon Go is from 2 to 5, so we'll probably head out about 150 up to the South Park track and just walk up there where I'm near all the Pokestops and I think it's Fennekin.
So does that mean I get a snack before I go?
A what?
A snack before we walk?
Maybe
a pre-walk snack?
Maybe we'll cook bacon, but not right this minute. We were out of bacon. Gasp.
Yeah,
so,
used the last 2 pieces last night.
Don, I worked myself so hard on the Legos that my back was really hurting because I wasn't building. I was sorting bins and carrying bins and bending over, putting things into bins. And when I sat down on the couch, Don brought me a hard cider, and he offered to cook dinner, steaks, eggs, and a slice of bacon. He added a slice of bacon for his girl, so it was really good, just like I would have done, and I appreciated it. And after an hour or two of sitting there, I was recovering, but boy, I probably overdid it a little bit. So anyway, happy Sunday morning.
Yeah.
He's giving me a hint today with the bacon t-shirt. That's pretty funny. Bacon. Yeah, you can check the rain gauge.
Well, like I said, we got to. I don't think.
I mean, obviously, it rained a little bit.
There's moisture in the bottom of the gauge.
Right. So
5 drops.
Yeah,
5 drops
something more than a trace, but not a tenth. Maybe a 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're good. Although the forecast for this week looked dry and daytime highs in the 70s.
Right.
A little cool for May leading into Memorial Day weekend for us. But I'll take it. I'll take 70s is awesome.
Yeah. And the other thing is her little cat. I put the battery in it yesterday.
Yeah, it takes a you can see the LED in there. It takes a AA rechargeable, you said?
Yeah, nickel metal hydride.
Okay.
1.2 volts. And it's standard. I mean, it was nothing new. I got 4 of them for $5.
Okay, so my $3.49 cat did not cost Don too much money.
Yeah.
While Don and I were filming, I saw one of the big dogs that's been running through the yards and scaring the cats and eating the cat food come across by the carport and keep on going. Normally, if he sees me, he comes over, so that was a surprise. And Stripe kind of saw him, and he led Marty and Morris away for a little bit, but I've sat out here. I feel better now. Morris is actually eating his breakfast. Marty's up here. He feels safer up here, plus he often eats with Tux, and I've got Stripe and Tux down here with me. Anyway, I was providing kitty protection detail. Not that they won't run if they see the dog come around the corner, but thankfully these dogs don't seem to hate cats. And there was only the one of them today, so he's probably not as bold by himself. But my kitties shouldn't have to be afraid up by their own house, by their own back door. Hey, bud. Yeah, Stripe has moved to my right, but he was right here at my feet. Try to explain to Tux I have two hands and I can actually pet both at the same time. It's possible the other kitties are going to settle back down in the cat hotel now. I'm tempted to move the food off of the bricks, because if the dog comes through, he'll leave quicker if there isn't any food out there. And I do think it's one of the neighbor's dogs in the far back of the neighborhood. I think it's probably the same dogs that came through the yard for the first time about 4 or 5 months ago. They just get past the fence. I don't understand when people build fences to keep large dogs contained in their backyard, why they don't put an entranceway, a hallway. I had a 2-gate system when I fostered dogs, and I never lost any dogs out of the fence, because you get in the fence inside the hallway and you shut the door, and then you open the door to the pen and go in, and then you shut that hallway door. And when you come out, it's the same procedure. If there's anyone in the hallway with you, you just don't open the door to the outside until you get them back into the pen and get that door shut. Problem solved. I mean, yes, it's the expense of another gate, but if you don't like losing dogs and chasing dogs through the neighborhood and stuff, it's very effective. You just get their favorite toy or a treat or something at the end, you throw that into the pen area. Once they're in, you shut the door to the hallway, and life is good. It's very easy to train them to that. Even foster dogs I only had for a few weeks at a time. Alright, well, Marty's up in his chair now over here. And Stripe's eating. I guess it's safe to go inside, but when those dogs roam, they usually roam for several hours, and it's really not so much a worry. It's just that of them the cats being hurt, except for Gray, who I think's eye got messed up because she ran because of the dogs. It's really, they'll hide for 6 or 8 hours before they're willing to come back out, and I don't want them to feel the need to hide. Hey, Panther. Hi, good boy. Yeah, all the balls are gone because I was out here at midnight taking care of visiting raccoons and cat interactions. Panther's like, I think he was more upset about Morris than he was about the raccoon, but Morris, you know, they don't need to be trying to trap the mama raccoon on the stairs. Well, I think the dog didn't stop, went on. I didn't see him traveling with his buddy this morning, but I am worried about him coming back. Usually my first, you know, awareness that they're in the yard is there's bowls on the bricks down there. They make a lot of noise when the dogs eat out of them. They're not barkers. Anyway, I'll keep an eye out as best I can. Hey, Panther. It's a good boy. Yeah, somebody drank out of your water bowl. Let's get it refreshed. Hi. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Here you go. There you go. Good morning. So we're going to go walk, like I said, later today. And I promised I really want to get back to working on this building. First up is these gold pieces here are going to be replaced with white. The 2 missing windows are going to be inserted. I did find a cape that I think will make a good shower curtain. I'm going to install that and then lay the rest of the floor. And that's really, all of that's not going to take very long. And then I'm going to start on the next level. I have a 16 by 16 base plate, which is what it called for this corner. And then it kind of builds out the rest of the square. I had ordered that plate from a seller that I needed some other bricks from. I could have built it with smaller pieces like this one is, but it'd just be more sturdy and easier with the bigger base plate. So these are not the most complicated walls ever, especially with these big panels, which I decided to do what the designer had done. So I expect building to be pretty quick. I've also got a window that's backwards here. See the little dot? So I need to fix that. I was missing some of these panes, and I have the panes now. I can fix it, but this window's got 2 mistakes. That one's backward. I must have been half asleep when I did that. Goodness. Yeah, well, I've got the panes to fix that too, so I should do that also. I've got to remember where they are, though. And hopefully this week, when I've been time-lapsing, my card from Don for my birthday was sitting up here where I could enjoy it and see it. And I feel absolutely horrible that on my birthday, he had shot the video of me opening his present and his card on his phone, which meant when I drug everything into the video editing timeline, it didn't come with it. And that was not, you know, usually I'm good about going back and grabbing his content, and I just didn't, and there's no way to fix it. But he made me this card by hand, and he has a history of doing this at birthdays and Valentine's, and he always does a fantastic job. And I thought so here too. And always on theme for me, and I'm trying to open it up so you can see the inside. More flowers with heart-shaped centers, no less. So I thought that was very, very cool. I think this big stem here, he cut that out. He's more artistic than you would have thought. He draws. I mean, like, I'm impressed if he ever picks up a pen and pencil. And then I had my eye on this really neat iridescent Armatron watch that has, I think there's a plastic cover still here. I need to try it out on my wrist, get it sized up and everything. But as it does the time and goes around, the color changes, and I just thought it was really cool, and Don had ordered that for me. And then, of course, all of the flowers out in the yard every spring, and the plant pots, and the helping with lifting heavy things, and all of that stuff. That's really the thing that matters most to me every Mother's Day and birthday weekend. So I get to enjoy the yard the whole summer. Midnight's up here beside Don, and Don gets along with the kitties, but
here costing me.
but he's not looking for them to come cuddle him.
Comes over here. I'm just trying to read my paper, and he headbutts me.
And then he tempts you to
See, look,
rub his belly.
Yeah.
To rub his belly. Well, I have nighttime when I'm eating dinner with the steak. When I get accosted during dinner, you just have paper time. At least you don't get accosted your food.
That's right.
You gonna settle? You gonna settle now? I made it so you could sleep there. You just needed to settle. You're a good boy. I added a kitty to the front window. And the shower curtain, or the little privacy screen for the bathroom, has been installed. And the floor is complete. And, I did a little more decoration, I guess, around the windowsill over here. It's looking good.
Making bacon.
Thank you. Grease on my fingers and messing with my Lego tiles and having to wash with Dawn and rewash. That's not a good combo. So thanks for handling it today. Boy, you're 2 for 2 this weekend.
That's
Dinner
right.
last night and bacon.
That's right. Making bacon.
Making bacon. All right, I'm picking up at step 112 for the 3rd floor. And it is actually a full floor. So this building will be plenty tall. Well, I completed the floor fairly quickly, no problems, had all the bricks. There's 2 8x8s here instead of an 8x16. But the way they had even set up the connective pieces, it all worked out. So that was easier than it takes sometimes, and you can kind of see. You can use alternate pieces, but just for strength and less frustration, when you have the larger pieces like it calls for, then it just goes faster. Where Tux's paw is over his head, could it possibly be any cuter? Yeah, as I suspected, the back wall is going up pretty quick. It's just making all the difference in the world for this build that I have the bulk of the parts and pieces needed for it ordered out into these two, I would call them build bins. It just really makes it easier for finding stuff quick. I'm stopping for now. You guys should get a laugh because I thought this window was going to go here and I missed the ×4 build. It's no problem, but I need to make 3 more of them, which I'll probably do while I'm out here cooking dinner tonight. We're having skin-on chicken thighs, and I got to pan fry them. And yeah, that was just a little funny. I thought, oh, that's going to look so pretty here. And then I'm like, oh, that's the windows that go on the side. I set it on top for storage until I get back to it, and also just to show that, yeah, it really is looking substantial as far as the size of the house goes. There's going to be all these flowers that come across the front. That's why these studs are here. There's a lot more flowers coming. So anyway, I think it's looking good. Boris is pretty happy with Stripe, even though Stripe has his foot up on Boris's back. They're all so cute today. We're out here. I've got our Pokemon watches going. I've got a couple shinies on my account. I need to see how Don's account's doing. This is our first lap. We may have found some good electronics, recyclable goodies today. And it's nice out here, shady, about just a perfect temperature. There's somebody having a party in the pavilion. Somebody practicing on the ball field. It's all good. Yeah, and there's a Model Y. Second walk in a row, we found a dollar bill. Don and I are at 45 minutes and 1.55 miles. The mileage is really low because we've picked up a ton of trash, so it's safe for them to mow tomorrow now. You have to smile like you're happy we're done.
Yeah, thank God.
75 minutes, 100 bends to pick up trash, a dollar bill, a piece, 1 Lego, and some electronics.
Yeah, God, I'm pooped.
The sun just came out, otherwise we probably would have bailed sooner. But seriously, it just came out. As soon as it came out, it was like, oh God. We washed up in the bathroom before heading to the car. They'll probably mow tomorrow or Tuesday. We've done what we can do before they shred it. The only place we didn't walk was ball field 3. And there's the trash bag we needed down there. We didn't have a trash bag with us today. We had to keep on walking to the trash can, thus even extra steps. Did the afternoon pickings at the food bowl suit you? Are you ready to go back out? Huh? There's Tux. Oh my goodness. Could you two be any cuter? You got the same position and everything. Where am I supposed to build? Where am I supposed to do my Legos? I'm not really fussing. I'm not really fussing. We may not watch every single SpaceX launch, but we do watch a lot of them, and we don't think it's, we still think it's a big deal. I mean, there's people going up today. It matters. It's important. Godspeed. makes me nervous. Looking good so far.
State separation confirmed. Copy 2 outlet. And back ignition.
Well, there it is from the outside. I'm missing just a couple parts, really. I need 4 yellow 45-degree single slopes for up here. And I need some white tiles 1x6. Maybe a couple 1x4. I have a few tiles, but they're either too short or they're too browned. They're not new. Because I've tried to, you know, the front is tried to be all new bricks. There might be a few used bricks on the side. But I think I picked the best that I had, and I think it looks great. I moved the window. I built it just like it said to, and then I looked at it from the side and I was like, oh my God, the windows don't line up. So I guess if it was all white panels, it didn't matter to the guy, but since I put a different panel in the center to let more light on the inside, it mattered to me. So obviously I need to do the interior. I need to order those few bricks, and I don't know, I'd probably really like some more roof slope up here behind this, so I'm gonna think about that because I have lots of the light gray. I probably have a lot of yellow, just not the 45-degree slope. I don't know, I'm gonna give it a little bit of thought. I might put some slope up on the roof too. We'll see.